This segment is sponsored by iChiro Clinics and Peak Performance Integrated Medicine. Dr. Michael Kwast is here to talk about a model change in chiropractic care, something you need to know about if you're thinking about that kind of, well, if you want to keep your body functioning until the end of times. Hi, Dr. Kwast.
Hello.
You talk about this model change. We are in a we chase symptoms too often, right? We wait till it's broken and then we go fix it. This is
Yeah,
not ideal.
yeah, I mean everybody knows that, right? From dentistry to even medicine. I mean, you go in and you get tested, they find things going on. Actually waiting until you have a bunch of symptoms is a bad idea. It's not like you go to the doctor and they go, "Oh, look, a mammogram, a pap smear, a colonoscopy. Let's check your blood pressure." "Oh, but wait, how do you feel?" And then you go, "Well, I'm feeling good." And then they go, "Skip all that stuff. We'll just wait till something hurts." I mean, that'd be ridiculous. Same thing at your
Yes.
dentist. Like, you don't go in and the dentist says, "Which tooth hurts?" And you go, "Well, none." And then they say, "Well, why are you even here? Come back when a tooth hurts." I mean,
Yes,
that would
right.
be ridiculous. But in the musculoskeletal world, where the muscles, the tissues, the joints, unfortunately, people haven't adopted, the better and newer model of actually using testing to determine where your problems are. Simple tests, even like ranges of motion, mobility, how far you can bend and move. Those will tell us where problems are often before you even have any symptoms. So the model is changing from let's just chase your symptoms around to let's get to the cause of the symptoms, which is lack of mobility, and then improve your mobility so that you can do the things you want to do, not only today, but tomorrow and into the future to the best of the capabilities that there are to keep you moving. Ideally, right up to the day you just drop dead one day, hopefully when you're super old, right? The goal is to get you to your casket with good mobility and
Mm.
function, doing everything that you want to do. And like,
You,
who doesn't want that, right?
of course, you said very few people understand this, and that very few come to you and say, I want to work on my mobility so that I can keep going till I'm in my casket. Again, they wait till it hurts. It's refreshing to have someone come in the door and say, I want to keep this thing functioning.
Yeah, it's just because we've been conditioned to just go after symptoms and then we don't realize the consequences of that. So the consequences of not watching your mobility and your range of motion is more injuries, more tightness, more like arthritis and degeneration is going to happen. And then by the time you feel it, it's so bad, there's not a lot of options, which is one of the reasons why we brought in the regenerative therapies, the stem cells, the PRP, the human cellular tissue products, because that allows us, even if your joints are already ruined, it allows our medical team to have a chance to try to rehabilitate that as much as possible. Again, with the goal of just let's keep you moving. No one's going to be 18 again. But if
Mm.
you could be even 20 or 30% better, that's winning and getting you to your casket with great mobility so that you don't have to have a joint replacement, you don't have to have these big surgical interventions. That's still called winning if we can keep that mobility and function working at a high level.
Mm. You were talking to me before we started this about, if money were not an object, if people could walk through your door and receive the ideal treatment, it would be what, Dr. Quast?
Yeah, so a lot of times people don't think about it, but if like I have a shoulder problem or a knee or a hip or a back or neck, and we could just do whatever was like needed from a need standpoint, like why wouldn't you do a stem cell injection, a PRP? Why wouldn't we do those? Because there's very few side effects to that. Why wouldn't we rehab that area intensively to get it to be the best? So for people who are trying to like be their best and be at their peak performance, that's what you would do. Whether it's something that's covered or not covered, that's irrelevant to people who are really going after what their goals are of reaching that casket with the best mobility possible.
And happen right in when it's all over. Okay, folks, if you want to chase function rather than symptoms, you need to make an appointment to see Dr. Quast and his team. You can call the phone number on your screen, 616-447-9888, or visit peakperformanceintegratedmedicine.org. Dr. Quast, it's good to see you. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.